With these recent Spouse Open Work Permit changes that are to take effect from the 21st of January, now there is a flurry of activities with so many of you trying to get those applications submitted before that date happens, before that new changes take into effect, so that you at least maintain your eligibility. Now, one thing which a lot of you are trying to do is to gather your documents. So let me just help you out there. If you're making an application for Spouse Open Work Permit, the most important document for the spouse in order to submit their application is you being the principal foreign national in Canada, your employment documents. A lot of you miss that document. A lot of you just provide an employment offer. A lot of you provide document which might not be complete or as per the requirement. This document that you are providing for your spouse, in order for your spouse to make a spouse open work permit, this document should be your employment reference letter. Same what you need for express entry. This employment reference letter would include your name, your job title, your working hours, part-time, full-time, doesn't matter, your salary per hour, annual, whatever that might be, and most importantly, your job description. It is paramount that this letter includes your job description. Whether the letter mentions the tier code or not, that doesn't matter. The job description is the most important factor. And in addition to that, you also need to be able to provide at least 3 pay stubs. Now, I know a lot of you are rushing through this process. A lot of you may not have 3 pay stubs. Well, it's a gray area whether you can submit less than or not. But if you are going to submit anyways, at least try to provide 1 pay stub if you have that. Speak to your employer. Maybe they can give you weekly pay stubs if that is a possibility. And after you have submitted the application, using a web form, you can then upload the remaining pay stubs to your application. This will at least give you a good chance of getting this approved, in the sense that you were working at the time you applied for your spouse's open work permit and that you were being paid, which is the most important fundamental criteria. Also bear in mind, you should still provide proof of your relationship, okay, the genuineness of the relationship. Marriage certificate by itself does not prove the genuineness of the relationship. It just proves that you're married. So do add a few pictures, few chat histories, call histories, kind of documentation. If you have a joint bank account, add that if it's not a mandatory requirement as such. And also try and provide some available funds to show, even if your spouse is not working, he or she will still be able to sustain themselves during the application process. That's basically it. Just to remind you what the spouse open work permit conditions are after the 21st of January, please remember that only those people who are currently working in Canada under tier category 0 and 1 would be eligible to apply for spouse open work permits. Some knock codes under tier category 2 and 3 will also be eligible, but those knock codes will be announced on the 21st of January, and only then you will be able to take that into account and make your application. And another important requirement that will apply after the 21st of January is that the principal foreign national, their work permit should be valid for at least 16 months. And if it's less than 16 months, unfortunately, then you would not be eligible to invite your spouse for an open work permit. So please do bear that in mind as well. So if you are in a rush to submit your application before these changes come into effect, then please bear in mind all the different documentation requirements that I've spoken to you about. And I hope you get these ones approved. All the best, and I will see you on the other side.